kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's Light of Heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start to fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Hello everybody and welcome to
Chalice. He's in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Amber Spirit into the
Quincy crew and 4 Zoomers. This is a super fun series.
Remain 5 seconds.
2 super powerful North American teams. So,
give us.
You know what, Ricky? I'm gonna let you decide. I got some ice with me. Which one am I grabbing?
Ooh, you know,
start to tap into that monster wall. We're in the last day.
You know, being that my name is Ricky, I'm a big fan of the hero Ricky. I'm a big fan of the color blue, so let's hit us with that blue monster.
Want that the Mango Loco then?
Oh yeah, baby. That thing is super good, by the way.
It'll chill down real quick with my ice and, help me up. Then I'll activate, my Ultra Instinct Analyzing. I'll be able to follow
your IQ is going to skyrocket, first off. Secondly, please describe the taste, sir, as all the viewers here, I'm sure, are going to love it.
We'll have to give it a minute.
Detail.
We can start talking about the draft first. I like my monster nice and chill. It'll take a second, even with this cold glass and the ice.
I'm the same thing, man. Energy drinks for me, monsters.
It's got to
throw them on ice. Yeah. It's super underrated.
Yeah.
So it's a little classy. It might be too high class for some people, but
it's
very, very great.
The finer things in life. Some monster content cuts, but I just didn't have the time, unfortunately. Next time BTS brings me on, winks loudly to BTS people watching.
Loud wink, huh?
Yeah,
that's
loud
impressive.
Wink.
That's some eyeball strength there.
Mm-hmm.
The draft, though, as you mentioned, the first phase bans Tiny and Nature's Prophet. Pretty much always banned, I feel like, those heroes. Oh, what do you guess there? Anything you want to point out about the IO for Zoomers?
Oh my god, not again. They've even posted about this on their Twitter, everybody. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this Gunner position 1 IO work. Oh, didn't work today. We'll try it again next time. I've had enough of this. These games are important. These are your #1 rivals in the North America scene right now, Zoomers. You don't get to do this. It can't be that legit. Ricky, I know I'm going off on a tangent right now, but I had this theory, right?
I like theories.
Teams. That all these other teams, they form this group, right? And they all message each other like, so everyone, we've made the decision that every time we scrim against 4 Zoomers, we're just going to lose their position 1 wisp, right? We're just going to make them think that it really owns and it's super good. So every time they play in scrims, we just auto-lose. Then when we get to officials, they think, all right, it's time for us to pull up the big guns, when it actually sucks.
Dude, that is a Galaxy Brain play right there. You might be right. Okay, but here's the thing. If you're Quincy crew, do you snap lock the Sven?
No, you snap lock the AA because that is a direct counter to IO, and normally you see the AA banned out if it's not picked up. Almost every other game in the series. There's been a couple of times where we've seen the IO picked up and a couple of other things, but the supports were already picked and people tried to run AA in the position 3, but it has been awful. So being able to do this at the start of the draft is good.
5 seconds.
So if you're Zoomers here, do you go the Invoker or the Sven? Do you want? I mean, I guess going Invoker would reveal too much about your draft, but the Sven is pretty safe because if you pick the Invoker, you're like, all right, well, it's Husky, IO, we're going to go mid Gunner on the Invoker, and there's the Sven, right? I think this is the safest opener because it still gives you the potential for Gunner IO. You have Husky IO and Sammy Boy Sven. You can still potentially get the Invoker if it's not banned, which. If I'm Quincy crew here, I'm 1,000% banning Gunner Invoker here.
Yeah, Gunner Invoker, that's a definite ban. I mean, Quinn's played it pretty well too. He did lose the 1 game yesterday where he played it. I'm not sure if you saw the heroes that were played yesterday. The big one was the Drow Ranger that I think lost him. That was the last pick. But Quinn kind of played on the back foot. He was a Quas West Invoker. He went like utility items. He wasn't really able to do damage. But he's definitely played the Invoker as well.
Yeah.
I think you just kind of accept that you have the AA to counter that IO spend overcharge and heal, and you just kind of go for your own thing at this point, though. instead of worrying about what the enemies are doing. They might pick up a CK. Okay. Take the Beastmaster. Yeah, one of the most contested heroes in this current tournament. Again, I believe as of a couple days ago, it was the Batrider and the Beastmaster banned out basically every single game or picked.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right to me. Both heroes very strong.
And, before Zoomers, they're going to just start banning out heroes that'll win the early game too hard.
Yeah, I don't think the Sven lane is actually that bad into the Beastmaster personally, but I think the big issue, like you said, it's just like a very good tempo hero. Roar into AA Blast is just super strong as well. So you do have the relocate from the IO, which is always really good to try and save the Sven here, but in the lane, I don't think it's that bad for the Sven. I think he's going to be okay here.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be that bad either. We've seen way worse matchups for the Sven. Of course, like the Timbersaw into this lane here would be pretty bad.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you're just playing into 2 strength heroes. It absolutely bodies him. I was playing a pub last night with my Timbersaw lost to 1. That's different.
Okay, so get rid of the Enchantress as like a safety net, right? Like you could pick the Enchantress 5 and just make Beastmaster's life unplayable.
Yeah. You take the Boars, and the Boars have the bonus damage because they've been enchanted. They're running at you, and of course, the impetus is really good as well. Enchantress is so good against so many people for securing your safe lane farm because it is so wonderful at zoning the enemy offlaners. Lifestealer banned out though, that is super weird to me. I mean, I think that hero is bad. I mean, I imagine both these teams were watching this last series and talking about it, but I really don't think that Lifestealer is like good enough to be worthy of a ban in the current patch.
Yeah, I think it might just be like a safety net, right? Like they just don't want Yawar to have a good lane, and they are going to start banning out Quinn's hero, right? The Ember Spirit, they could ban out his Void Spirit as well, which is very, very, very strong. They banned Terrorblade though, which I actually really agree with. We talked about into Sven how Terrorblade is one of the better matchups multiple times this tournament, so I really do appreciate that. Ooh, yeah, describe the taste.
10 seconds. 5.
Gotta love it. The power function, feel immediately stronger. Yeah. Oh, dude, we have so many great series today. It's already been, I mean, seriously, our last series, right? Zero Thunder Predator. Really, really, really strong, really fun series to watch, and now it just looks like the entire lineup today is just going to be a lot of fun to watch. So many great games of Dota. And it's the last day of group stage. That's the best way to round it out. Say ban the Invoker. All right, that was exactly what I expected. I was like, there's no way they get through these second phase bans leaving this Invoker in. I'm pretty sure Sven IO Invoker hasn't lost. Every time I've seen any team run that combination, I'm pretty sure they have won, and it hasn't even been a close game.
5 seconds remain.
But we'll see. They got a few options here for picks. You can always obviously rotate Gunner onto the IO, but I think they've just had so much success with Husky IO and Sven on Sammy Boy that there's really no reason to try and go for that. Try and give Gunner maybe a little bit of a playmaking hero or another hero that enables the Sven in some way. What are you laughing at there, huh? Oh gosh.
Radiant's turn to pick. Witch Doctor.
Oh no. People trying to bully Nev? What is wrong with you? This guy's a god.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Dude, it's been a blast. I had a lot of fun the last time they brought me on, and you know what a better way to end it out. You know, being able to come back past the last day of group stage, man, it's great. Couldn't be happier to be here. Couldn't be more thankful to be here. You know, this is what I love. I would have been casting these games anyway. So, you know, it's great. Yeah. Big fan. The Witch Doctor pick, though, up from Quincy Crew, I mean, this is something that they've been picking a lot more and more, you know? I feel like this hero Kind of sneaked his way into the meta a little bit. Death Ward, very good. I think it's just Maledict, right? Maledict just is so strong with Ancient Apparition. They did it! They brought back the Bounty Hunter. They did this once before.
Yeah, they ruined the enemy's economy in their minds.
It was Ocean, right? Ocean Bounty Hunter just destroying the... I think they picked Wyvern. It was right. Wasn't it like a Wyvern
on the
in that
enemy
game?
team? He had no net worth. You know, it was Corona times. He was out of a job. Somebody had stolen his sorry, what's it called again that you got in the US there? Your stimulus. That was it.
Someone stole a stimulus package.
Yeah, somebody stole the Winter Wyvern stimulus. The bounty hunter.
Dude, he had like 700 net worth at like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he literally had brown boots, and no, he didn't even have brown boots. I'm pretty sure he had a wand, some tangos, and some ward sentries, and a smoke, and that was literally it.
I think it was a stick and not a wand.
Was it a stick? He might have a wand. A little too rich for his blood. A little too rich for his blood. Yeah, what a game. The Faces Void pick here, though, very good.
They're lacking lockdown for it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say they do kind of lack the lockdown for him. You have the Ancient Apparitions combo, right? That's classic. Never gets old. Ice Blast into Chrono. You do have the save from IO still, so if you don't catch the Chrono onto the IO, he can still get the reload out, which is really important. Bounty Hunter, I'm assuming, is going to be played by Ocean once again on the 4th position, which is pretty rough for the Faceless Void, and they respond with Leshrac, which seems to be the pick we've seen every single time in the Faceless Void. We keep seeing people pick up this Leshrac. I mean, the 2-second split Earth from level 1 makes it so you can't time walk the damage. And then you have Bounty Hunter just yoink your gold away. And I really do like this offlane setup that they got here.
5 seconds. It is Dial's ban.
But I think it's been like an NA thing they've been running. What was? No, we watched the series.
Yeah, it's like we just saw it this morning. Yeah, we saw it just this morning. Yeah, just get some more of that in you, man. Yeah. The Brood Mother ban, that's a respect for sure. I mean, we know Monkey's hero is the one that could still be in the pool. I don't think he's a Leshrac player, personally. I don't really see him playing this hero that often. So the Monkeys tech to the mid lane, they could see Gunnar go off on this Leshrac. They have a lot of options here. They banned the DP. So are they looking for a Kunkka in the mid lane then? Is that the idea here? They banned the Centaur.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Turn to pick.
There it is. Yeah. I agree. This is exactly what I was looking at. I was like, looking at the draft, like it's a great response to Faceless Void. It gives them that frontliner. We saw how strong Kunkka is with a good start, and yeah, I mean, this game you now have to decide which hero you're going to go for. Is it the Kunkka or the Sven? And I think this is a Monkey's Kunkka, personally. The most likely Kunkka, or he could play the mid lane, be able to throw Gunnar off lane. I mean, that's the thing that's so interesting about the Zoomers, right? They rotate positions all the time. This is just something they do. Yeah.
Select your hero.
True. Oh my gosh. Don't take me back. 20 lane swaps. Yeah, so there's going to be Gunnar, Leshrac, Monkeys, Kunkka. That's exactly what I expected this to be. Since Monkeys doesn't play Leshrac very often, and they could just swap the lanes, take Gunnar off lane into the Faceless Void, which I think is fine. But Leshrac matchup versus Storm, are you familiar with that? Do you see that very often? Mm-hmm.
You look stunned.
True. Going into this, if they can get like a hasted invis for him, it'll help him pick off the side lanes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly really excited. I think both drafts definitely have some potential. I can't get over Ocean Bounty Hunter. Seeing it that one time, it was just incredible. So we'll see if he manages to you know, inflict that same economical damage to the side of Quincy crew that he did before.
You know, these are rough economic times when bounty hunters stealing the little that you have.
Yeah.
It feels...
You like get bounty rune gold, you're like sick, 50 gold, and then he's like, nope, make it 40. It just does it over and over again, you know? And against a melee hero like Faceless Void, they're actually just gonna offlane the Sven. I like this a lot. So this was, I'm not sure how much you remember the offlane Sven patch or the Faceless Void safe lane meta. Sven was like the pick into Faceless Void. Pretty much always. You just max Stormhammer against him in the lane. I think back then the stun duration might have been slightly more, but I don't quite remember. But
it was at the early low. It was always 2 seconds.
Yeah,
so on top of the cast point of the time walk, you'd always get the damage onto them, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember. I was like, the Sven into the Faceless Void offlane was always like a really funny matchup. Ooh, the Hawk's gonna walk right under a sentry, so you'll know the sentry is there to block the camp, so that will end up getting taken. But I mean, you get some experience and some gold. Sven, number 1 on last hit chart, Poggies.
It's actually a lot of XP. You hold the ult to see the exact amount, 38 times 2. And that is like more than a creep. That's more than a range creep that they just got.
Yeah, it is. The boar, not that
60.
much, but it's the Hawk that gives a lot of experience in gold.
Yeah,
it always has been that way.
I forget what it is exactly with the Hawk. Wait, I can do maths. 38 times 2. That's the 76.
76, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And that's the Mango Loco starting to take effect.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But the boar is 60. I have that one memorized.
Bottom lane, Monkeys Forever and SVG. Kind of duking out a little bit. Ocean just steals a little bit of gold, but I think Monkeys is kind of fine taking these trades. They are going to see the Faceless Void down here, right? And they're trying to dodge this Sven into Faceless Void lane. Monkeys Forever, I don't think mine's too much. It's still not a bad lane from him. But it's just it's going to be really fun to watch Ocean in this lane. I mean, he's got a lot of targets he can try and steal some money from.
Yeah. Right, double boars out for the start of the lane on Lelis. He's going to get some harass off here on the center. He starts by throwing out a Stormhammer right into Lelis' face. You know, the gauntlet is thrown and the battle has begun.
Yeah. They are wasting no time here. They just want to get at it.
Mm-hmm.
And Bounty, just going to steal a little bit. Dude, I mean, AA is not a good hero into Bounty Hunter. He's just boots first. He's just doing so much damage. You know, 7 armor versus 2 armor.
Yeah.
This guy. He's going to yoink him again in 1 second. Oh, maybe. You are trying to zone him off.
Yeah. I definitely want to keep watching this. It is disgusting watching Bounty Hunter gameplay because he just kind of runs at you and steals your gold, but it's disgusting in the same way we're watching like a train or a car crash where it's like a tragedy, but you can't look away.
Yeah, that's what I've always been told. Top lane, they're doing pretty good, trading pretty evenly. Sven, 5 CS versus Beastmasters 1 though, so they're definitely winning the CS battle on the side of 4 Zoomers here. I haven't really watched mid lane quite yet, but pretty close. Quinn a little bit of a lead so far.
Yeah, I mean that'll happen. Again, Quinn just has more tools to get the CS. The Static Remnant with the higher damage, lower cooldown, comes out instantly onto the creeps. But of course, he'll go through his regen faster up against Gunner. Not if Gunner plays like that, though.
Yeah, that is not the ideal split earth there.
My guy, you better watch out. Go 1 point in the Lightning Storm. It's better at level 1 now. I improved it. It's like 55 damage at level 1. You were around for that disgusting Leshrac Bloodstone patch, right?
Oh yeah. Pretty much been around.
You sound like you've been through it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom lane, they are level 2 on the Ancient Separation, so you can kind of just harass out Ocean a little bit, at least until he gets his level 2. Yuari's gonna go for a Lucky Bash here. If he gets it, it's easy kill. The Cold Feet doesn't snap. Leaves him with 22 HP, and he's just gonna walk all the way back to base. And honestly, this still is fine for Monkeys. He's not really at risk of dying in this lane.
Yeah, now when the creep wave's right here, he's very happy, you know? The only difference is he's not taking his XP at the moment. Mid lane, pushing very far forward on Quinn. He's got his bottle now. We're almost 3 minutes into the game. He started to beat Gunner to the ground, I think, just with, like, you know, some of these missed split earths. Because this is what I was talking about. Quinn does have to kind of go into the creep wave and get punished for this. But, you know, you're not really landing the last hits in the split earth at the same time. You're not really min-maxing everything you'd be doing in this lane as Gunner. But Quinn, I think he is one of the best, if not the best, mid laner in NA SA region at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely value him over Gunner.
Almost gets the courier. Almost gets it. I mean, he's playing really aggressive now on Gunner in the mid lane. He has bottle coming out soon and wants to be able to... he just basically wants to make it so Quinn cannot pressure or contest one of these runes, right? That's the idea. Just keep him low. Force the supports to rotate out of those lanes. And honestly, if you do, Bounty Hunter is just going to follow SVG, right? And that is... You're happy to do that.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Io and Witch Doctor move their way to the top bounty, or to the top power rune right now. Gunner's courier coming out right now.
Well, I was talking about how important this was for Storm Spirit to get the runes. Quinn, he pulls Gunner in, the cast comes out. Does it bounce? It does, but he prioritizes the regen rune.
They're just going to try and bring down MSS here, a nice split earth to do it, and this should be first blood going the way of Gunner, so yes, you get the regen rune. A lot of use Monkeys, though. Okay, that is, losing Monkeys forever on the Kunkka is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. That is a hero that should not be going down. You put that big boy down there so he doesn't look like this guy making the mistake. He's got the completed wand on Monkeys, you know? That's where it all went wrong.
I mean, look at what's on his courier behind the tower. It's literally just Salve Tango. He was so close to getting his regen to try and reset the lane, but didn't end up happening.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I mean, when it's out like that, they probably got a couple of lucky bashes off, though. I wasn't paying that much. Well, we had elsewhere to look. You know, there's action going down the mid.
There's the X. They're gonna be able to find the kill here onto S. Well, maybe not the kill, but they're gonna bring him back from that TP. Bring him quite low, and nice little bash. Cold Feet will not proc, but gives Ocean the space he needs to steal both runes. And those are, those are kind of important. Quinn, luckily, he thinks that regen isn't starved right now for health or mana. But in normal scenario, without that, right, your mid lane would have to get that.
Yeah, where did SVG teleport to? It wasn't into his fountain.
It was to his tier 1 bottom. So he was just teleporting to get away from him, and ended up just getting pulled back by the X of Monkeys Forever.
Oh, yeah. He didn't have the fountain regen, so it's a little bit curious. Unfortunately.
You see what Husky's doing, by the way? Have you seen this recently?
This Wisp, I haven't been watching him. He's just kind of said, is he doing the multi-cap? Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's doing the stacking of the camps here, just setting up for the Sven.
Oh,
as soon as he gets that God Strength, he's going to be happy. They do have a Hawk here on the Ancient Camp, though, to scout this out. Husky will make another stack here on this hard camp, which... Yeah, nicely done. Good pull there. Bottom lane, Rune. He does hit the split earth. They will go ahead and do a little bit of damage over Quinn, but you don't really have the kill potential since he has Ball Lightning, right? You can just bounce away.
Yeah,
He is here with a haste. They might go for this, honestly. He's out of mana now, and with Ocean coming on in, there's the Janata. A nice slowdown here. They're going to try and close the gap. Pulse Nova. It's just enough. They get him. That is a big kill. This opens up mid tower as well as the catapult did go down in the wave. Unfortunate for them, but finding another kill onto that, or at least a kill onto the Storm Spirit, not another one, but
yeah. You know, him going down there once he has that 6, that feels extremely bad. Like getting these kills on Gunner, like despite the fact that Storm Spirit managed to pull ahead of you in CS. Again, you do favor Storm for CS at the start of the lane. Quinn did an amazing job, but you know, it started to go in the favor of the Leshrac there later than it should have. So Quinn did a pretty good job there. It felt pretty bad because the hero that you need to rotate in and save you in that scenario has to be the Witch Doctor. He's got the stun. Support AA, like in the position 4 or 5, it's a lot like support
rotation.
Ooh, top lane.
Yeah, I would say MSS was looking for a Coconut Maledict combo, but guess who's here? Just Gunner. The Boars, however, slowing him up just enough, and he's going to be safe on the Witch Doctor. That Coconut actually bounced back onto Gunner, which was pretty much the saving grace for the Witch Doctor there. He did TP to the mid lane as well, so maybe they're going to try and find a kill onto Ocean here.
I think either that or they want to send Quinn back into the jungle, take advantage of Static Remnant. Oh, no, they're going...
Vortex, but... I mean, this is a hard kill. This Gunner does a lot of damage on this Leshrac. Quinn's going in. They have Maledict, but they're going to go ahead and try and just turn here. They're just, I mean, like I said, he's very, very scary. 2 points in all of his spells, actually.
Ocean, he's
he wants to.
Yeah.
He's hiding his rune though.
There we go.
Dust comes out. He gets the DD rune. He's gonna have to back off, but sniping the rune there will go down in the process. Husky slowed up as well, but there's a God Strength Sven on the high ground. He does not really want to reveal this, but there is a Hawk sitting right here. Quinn goes in. Nice Torrent to set this up. They are rotating back at the Split Earth as well. They got him, Quinn. Excuse me? Getting a little bit too greedy there, sir.
They'll probably having a laugh about that one, huh?
Yeah, they're like, all right, nice, thank you, sir. I mean, this gives Monkeys his 6, too.
Yeah, that Sven is sitting at such low health that he's like, oh, I could, you know, I could try to commit on the Sven there. Oh, Ocean.
Ocean survives Roar and Chrono in the bottom lane, by the way. Gunner mid lane. Ooh, a nice Fairy Fire play. Monkeys with the boat. The cleave from the Tidebringer can get the SVG. Storms TPing in, so it's a little bit too scary. He goes and gets the last Tidebringer. SVG goes down mid lane. Kunkka, I mean, he's got this rum on him, so...
He starts dropping, but, you know, it's enough
he's going to drop a little bit, but it's too tanky. He's going to back on out, and look at top net worth, man. This Sven really far ahead after picking up these stacks in the jungle here.
The stacks in the kill on Quinn. You know, he's part of the stack at that point.
Yeah.
He was.
He's like, yeah. Oh, Quinn's now a big creep for me to kill. Very nice.
You really outdid yourself this time, Husky.
Gunner top lane looking to take another, or trade the towers, rather. They lost their tier 1 bottom, 3 points in Dieball and Edict. He's going to go ahead and break those trees to scout anyone coming in for the TP, and with the overcharge and the Edict, that tier 1 tower is nothing but food. What did Monkeys build? It's got something on career. Oh, just a belt and strength. Okay. He's going for the halberd.
Yeah, he went to the phase boots, he went to the early bracer, he's got the wand, you know, he just wants to tank up.
Ocean, I mean, this is a 4-man rotation. They are really unhappy with this bounty hunter. It doesn't actually proc the cold feet, but he should go down here. Yawar's behind the tower, the relocate in. Ice Blast is there, but he's gonna build back off the Roar, doing a lot of damage. Leshrac falling low. Cold feet does kill him. Boat is gonna connect, does pull the faceless play back in, but they don't have the follow-up damage. He's gonna just time walk it off. 3 heroes dead for Zoomers. In comes the Sven, but he's just gonna cancel that TP. Oh man, they did not expect that. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast followed up right with that Roar onto Gunner, and more than enough to find the kill.
I could have expected that, though. I mean, the entire enemy team rotates down there for the bounty hunter. That's fine. The thing that you're not alright with is them potentially taking the tower. But when you go that aggressive and you TP in there with that Wisp, which is telegraphed on the enemy map, you know that you're just relocating into 5 heroes. That felt kind of awful for 4 Zoomers, and you know, kind of off compared to how they've been playing this game. All right, into the enemy jungle, they go on Lilith.
This is a nice kill. This is track as well, so this is a lot of gold going to get spent. Going both ways. Well, in comes Quinn, level 9, but he's got to be careful. A Chrono Atch on the backside, plus the AA blast hits them both. Monkeys forever and Gunner in a lot of trouble. Death Ward will be able to help pick him down, and boy, is that a huge win for Quincy Crew as they get 3 kills. Husky in some trouble as well. Nice tether down to the low ground, but they're just going to keep chasing. Coconut on the mark. A little snowball thrown here from SVG. Time walk in from Yawar. 1 more auto attack. Yawar gets him. Double kill. 4 heroes fall once again for the Zoomers.
And when you lose all these heroes, you're not really grabbing anything on the enemy side of that bucket. Nice dodge down to Stormbolt by Quinn in the mid lane. Quinn wants to punish as he knows your entire team's dead. They can TP mid, yes, but you know, you throw a hammer out at me, you're gonna take some damage for it. But again, 4 Zoomers twice in a row now. They've taken these unfavorable fights into this huge team fight of Quincy Crew. Like, they pick the AA to counter out that Wisp Sven. So obviously you're not going to get that much from that combo. They have the Chronosphere off of cooldown. They have the Primal Roar up pretty regularly. You want to be taking these scrappy fights against them and make space, damage enemy team's net worth with Bounty Hunter, or kind of stall Sven, who's got the Mask of Madness. You win this late. Well, like semi-late if you can out-farm them. You don't want to take these big team fights into the enemies here. So
I mean, I absolutely agree. It's a lot of good damage coming out from just the ultimates. You know, you don't really need much more on the side of Quincy crew. So
yeah, that'll change once they get a bit more farm and a couple of items under their belt. Like there will be able to just burst them down with the AA or like Storm Spirit's initial jump. But for now, they need to be careful about what fights they take.
Talking about being careful, Sven top lane in a lot of trouble. Here's the war, the AA blast comes out, death as well. Just throw everything at the boy, he will fall. MSS gets tracked up, pops us a dust. Surprised he just knew that was happening.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, throw it right in the eyes.
Yeah. He's had enough of this bounty hunter, as you said. He's been running around the map being a real nuisance, stealing people's gold. Mid lane, Gunner will be able to get away though, I believe.
It's a lot of damage that actually came out from Quinn. Gunner at half HP. I mean, you really do not want to get caught here.
Yeah. One thing that's helped Quinn quite a bit is, you know, some neutral items help you win the game, and Arcane Rune Arcane Ring is one of them. 10 intel, 2 armor on Storm Spirit. It is very good. Like, if you're having a good game, you get that at like 7 minutes in, your game is excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. They are, I mean, oh, he finds a regen route, but oh, gets denied. SVG, the Chili Fingers.
Ooh, yeah, I love Chili Fingers. You are taking this time to get a little bit of farm. He wants to build his MKB. We haven't touched on Yuar too much. He's kind of felt like a side note on this game, you know. He got a good chrono once, but, you know, he's not big like Sven, and he hasn't been making these plays like Quinn has either.
Yeah, the question is, will he go for like a
mid?
That's right on the mark. They get they get Gunner for the right away. Bounty Hunter trying to do what he can to roar onto Monkeys Forever. The Death Ward will bring down the Bounty Hunter. A defensive Bo2 trying to buy him some space, but to relocate out. You're gonna come right back into a chrono. Right?
Oh no, he's setting up the revenants on him.
I mean, do you try and go for it? Yeah, it's like, I don't think you really want... Oh, and Sven as well. Monkeys Forever can't save him, and now in some serious trouble as a Vortex not available, no mana, but the X, the Maledict, it can't save him.
No, that was a clean Chronosphere there by Yuar, so you're going to lose the mid tower. You lost how much net worth in that team fight? We didn't put the two together. 2 in the end, though. 1,700 XP for Quincy crew. About 1,000 gold swing there.
And the tower. So I mean, at the end of the day, that was a big win for the side of Zoomers. Losing Sammy Boy's Sven when he has just been giving so much space this game is a pretty big deal.
Yep. You know, and I want to say Quincy crew, they're just doing it better than we saw Thunder Predator do with their Faceless Void. They have other people initiate. They have like Beastmaster sit in the front. They have Quinn play very far forward. Speaking of Quinn, he goes on a bounty hunter here, finds him at the center.
All right, easy kill, nicely done. And you're just going for an early Bloodstone. Why not? You know.
When you're getting these kind of kills, when the enemies don't have...
Can they find him? Duels into the split earth. Perfectly timed it is. Monkey Forever with the boat. He has the X, the Torrent. They got him. They trade the Bounty Hunter for that Storm Spirit. SVG on the backside. Burns down to the Pulse Nova. In comes Sammy Boy. A roar to counter initiate. Yuar was stunned up for the moment. Monkey's Forever just going to try and TP himself out in their face, but ticks out to that Maledict. A 2 for 2. I mean, it is nice that they finally bring down, or they get another kill on Quinn there. Sammy Boy's still alive, but this Faceless Void is really farmed now.
Yeah, he's finally overtaking your Sven, despite you having the great cleave Mask of Madness to work with, despite having all those stacks built up for you by Husky. I mean, this shouldn't have happened. But again,
yeah, that first death.
Yeah. These big fights, the chronos that Yuar has been part of, Sammy Boy not really having come online yet. He's now going for the Aghanim Scepter. He'll probably get it around the same time.
Oh, unfortunate. Shoots his shot a little bit too quick there. Got a little, I think he got a little scared by the Witch Doctor running up, trying to hit a 2-man stun to escape. Obviously with that missed split earth just finds himself an easy kill. And in the jungle, they found Husky as well. Lelis, with the help of SVG, easy kill Borslow into the AA blast. And they're gonna be able to clear up this ancient stack. They just saw him take it, or just saw him do it. So Lelis just gonna walk right on over and be like, thank you, sir. My creeps now.
Yeah, ever since his first kill on the Sven, everything's just been going the way of Quincy crew. They've taken total control of the map.
You are TP's in to the top outpost. Bounty Hunter is here. Getting a couple tracks off, but he's got to be careful, man. They've got dust on the boys. They're looking for Lelis in the mid lane. Monkeys Forever will go ahead and X him up. A nice roar comes out. Quinn to follow it up. The question is, do they have the damage to bring out Monkey Forever? Is the A? It does connect, so he's got to be very careful. Boat does hit Beastmaster, so the disengage from both teams. A lot of spells, not a lot of damage.
Buff does keep Kunkka alive. You know, a lot of spells committed, but Chronosphere was not, so Quincy crew not really serious about that one. They'll take a little bit of time. I think they'll just finish up this Monkey King bar on the Phalanx's Void. They probably want to get this BKB before really initiating as well. Again, that was the major mistake that we saw from Thunder Predator in that last series. Yeah, you had all the damage, great, but the enemies were able to chain stun you. They have the ability to do that here too. They have the Sven, the X, the Boat, the Torrent, the Stormhammer, almost the eggs complete, and the Split Earth. I don't think you all will make that same mistake.
Sentry goes down. I was gonna say, Bounty Hunter is like playing with fire right now. He's keeping some tabs on Lelis, SVG, and MSS rotate over and drop the Sentry right on him. Speaking of, look at the ward game from both teams right here. Like the Dire's done such a good job at keeping vision on this Radiant Triangle constantly because of Sammy Boy and Husky just stacking camps after camps. And Husky keeps buying sentries to de-ward them, and they're just getting more and more creative. This time with a ward down here, and they do see this. They smoke up immediately. Quincy crew, ooh, they do lose their smoke in the mid lane thanks to Gunner, so they need to back now. Well, Ocean goes down again. That was Roar. It does it. Yeah, Roar was committed to bring down Ocean.
He's happy just continuing to do this though. Make space for his team, force these high cooldown spells onto him, because when it is the Void and the Sven farming, the Sven's going to outfarm him.
Yep. Ooh, jump in on the high ground. They found Monkeys Forever. Can they actually do it though? Dude, the DD on the Storm Spirit is just way too much for them to deal with. Chrono comes out on the back end, and they've caught Leshrac. They're gonna get both of the course. Yawar finds himself an unstoppable spree. Your Sven's bottom lane. Your Bounty Hunter obviously still respawning, was respawning at the time, and that's just an easy Roshan for them.
Mid Wisp is coming back in.
Wait, what? Did he relocate or something?
He relocated somewhere. I'm not sure where.
No.
I didn't catch it. I was looking at Yawar thinking, where is he going? Why aren't you going towards the Roche pit? He was heading towards where the Roche was relocated.
I was looking bottom at the moment. That's I know chat's gonna have a field day with that one, but hey, it's fine. Like,
he caught it, didn't he?
Our observer every once in a while, I don't know what he's doing. You guys are not paying attention.
Do we have a name for him? What's Melvin. Oh, Melvin? I hate that Melvin.
Yeah, that Melvin guy. What is he doing? Shout out to all Melvins in chat. Yeah, that was a unfortunate scenario. I mean, I'm assuming he was just trying to relocate out Gunner, who got chronoed there and just didn't make it in time.
Yeah, there was just no way. Then, of course, he ends up dropping as well. You know, it did buy them a little bit of time because they waited on top of that relocate spot just for the Wisp, but it didn't stop or buy them enough time to get their
Storm Spirit? Dude, he knew they were here, and he goes all the way across to try and pop their smoke. What a sick play by Quinn.
That is a gamer move, to be sure. Does he go back in, though?
He could, and he does. He finds Leshrac Vortex, AA Blast, come right into the dodge. He does still get hit by it. There's a Torrent on the mark, the Split Earth as well. The Boat, do they have the damage to bring down the Storm Spirit? They need the Sven. Where is the Sven? He's fighting on the backside. He was roared up. He's falling super low. The bashes from Yawar. They trade him out, and you lose Monkeys Forever as well. 3 cores. You find nothing. They're going to keep going for more. Husky, the Spirit Vessel on top of him, just trying to get away, but they managed to find a double kill for Lelis there, and oh boy. Quincy crew, baby. They're looking really good now. 8,000 gold lead, 26-9.
all of that damage from the enemy team was out on the Storm, but you know, it wasn't much physical, and Storm Spirit, he got the Nether Shell on him. He didn't have to activate that Bloodstone. He ended up taking that all up. So this is something we've seen a lot from Quinn in the Summit Pro Series, everybody. He picks these mid laners that are normally like high skill, have this huge amount of reach, deathless guys, and a lot of the time he doesn't die, yeah, but he plays so much further ahead of the rest of the team that he baits the enemies into a situation where they either have to commit it onto him and die, or he forces them away. He has been so good at playing far forward and around his team.
Yeah, absolutely. They get themselves 2 towers there. Ocean just killing a courier in the dire jungle. This guy.
I'm doing my part.
You know, maybe he was the one who did summon the Immortal Treasure 3s. You know, he did kill like 4 couriers that one game as the Bounty Hunter, right?
Oh, yeah.
How that goes. Sammy Boy in some trouble top lane. The real okay, where is it? Husky. He does get it off, but the boy still. Oh, he got hit by the coconut. Oh my gosh. Duvar goes up onto the high ground. Is going to get caught by that stun. The boat will connect as well, but the chrono. Once again, the MKB just doing work, and they call the GG 23 minutes into the game as Quincy crew are just way too strong for the Zoomers this game.
And they picked them apart. It's as easy as that to say. I mean, lanes, I'd say they went relatively even, maybe slightly in favor of Quincy crew. He did an excellent job on Ocean on the Bounty Hunter in the laning phase. Gunner, you know, he didn't play the lane as optimally as he could have, but he didn't do that bad. It was after the lanes ended, some of these from Quincy crew, and Zoomers, I think, feeling stronger than they should have, trying to take
Dire's turn to ban.
Ember Spirit's really good against IO as well, right? Slight Chain's low cooldown spell to break the tether, or not to break the relocate. You can pretty much always chase him. It just makes it very difficult. They banned the Invoker, obviously, which we talked about last game, why it's so good. A, it's Gunner Invoker, which is fantastic, but B, you get the Alacrity buff for the Sven, which has been proven to be very broken sometimes.
Yeah, it just tears through teams. So they're not going to let them have that. The disengage as well, like getting the tornado off when you see a Chrono, making sure his mana is always controlled up. I think it's 4 or 5 points in the quest. 4. You can prevent time walks from coming out too. Yeah. As long as that consistent right click is on them. They're taking a bit of time for this last ban here on Zoomers. You know, maybe discussing that last draft really made us fall apart that game. Was it the Beastmaster? Do we ban out the Witch Doctor?
I really like the Batrider ban. That is such a difficult hero to deal with. Like, if they put Lelis on Batrider this game into Io Sven, it is just... Man, that is a nightmare of a lane.
Yeah. And then one more for Quincy.
Do you think they go for the Leshrac again is the question, because I've seen teams pick this up over and over again. It kind of has its plus and minus, but Leshrac is very fragile, and against the AA it did not seem to have the best game there.
Yeah, I think the Leshrac is a very good hero. I thought you had a favorable lane matchup as well for Gunner. Again, the first couple levels, Quinn would get the CS advantage, but as we saw, he just started bursting him down with that blast, with the chain lightning, and then it became very easy to kill him pre-6 on the storm.
Yeah.
Even when he had it, like, he just sort of had to get back out of lane for a while. I think, you know, you could take the Leshrac on your side, on Quincy crew here. Ban out something else.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. There is the Sand King possibility as well, a hero that's kind of getting a little bit more love. I think it's good for Zoomers here if they want to pick it into the Faceless Void, something that has done some pretty good work recently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was game 1, right? Brax literally just went like 4-1-1 in lane as a Sand King into Faceless Void. Am I not mistaken?
You know, you're right, and they kept killing him with arrows and stuff. And the was it the Enchantress he was with?
Yeah, it was Enchantress, Faceless Void versus Mirana, Sand King, and I mean those are available heroes completely for sure this game. They banned the Night Stalker.
Interesting.
I mean, Crippling Fear is really good against both those heroes right now, and he is a decent lane matchup against the Faceless Void.
Yeah, when you don't want to build a BKB, Crippling Fear is very good as well. It's one of those interesting abilities where you know, you can't dispel it. You meta, it's still on you. You can just kind of sits on him in the AoE. You can't Lotus out of it. You can't Yules yourself out of it. You just have to kind of accept that it's on you.
Yeah, Lelis Legion Commander. Gotta love to see it.
Yeah, it'll do work. It's not amazing against this Sven. I mean, he's one of the heroes that does trade with him a little bit easier. It's hard for Sven to run him down just to that high movement speed. You have 330 base, one of the highest in the game. Mm-hmm. I think you're tied with Pugna.
Pugna, and there's one more. Luna, right? Isn't Luna 330?
330? There's one other, you're right. Let me just open up my thing since I'm not observing.
Pugna, Enchantress, and Luna are all really high. I can't remember which one it is, though.
They nerfed Enchantress. Luna's at 325.
325, dang, so close.
Nice try there. You know, you can't take my job from me just yet. Nep's still on the analyst slot. Let's go, everybody.
Yeah, Pugna, just a spooky skeleton boy. You know, all that having no flesh really seems to make you really fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just slows you down.
He's a child. He's got that Zoomers and Adderall, you know?
Oh my God.
Very quick little skeleton boy. Next hero coming out for Zoomers. We'll see what it is. You know, they need some sort of save from this Legion Commander duel, and there's a couple options, you know. We haven't seen OD this tournament. You were talking to me about Pugna at the start of this tournament, weren't you?
Dude, I feel like that hero's good. I don't know why it's not getting love. I feel like that hero is good. And like,
I can break it down for you. He was nerfed a while ago, so his laning phase is a lot weaker than it used to be. I think they nerfed, what was it, the cooldown of the duration of his Nether Ward, and of course the cast range of that...
Nether Blast.
Yeah. No, the cast range of the Decrepify. So before, basically anyone he'd play against, he just decrep them in lane, like take the CS that they were about to deny from him. Yeah. So you had so many options. now like the Nether Blast was unchanged, so it kind of forces you to spam that ability. You have less options in the laning phase, so there's less heroes that you played against. But I think it could work here against these heroes. And they take the puck instead. It's good. You know, it's all right.
We saw Moo play a 5-position puck that somehow turned into being one of the most impactful heroes in the game earlier. So, given the opportunity. This is something I feel like I see Zoomers run more often on the support position, right? I feel like Ocean plays the 4 puck actually pretty regularly.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just sort of thinking, you run this 4 puck, that is some serious overconfidence that you're going to win these fights against Quincy crew. And always get the good initiation off. You need some sort of save. I mean, they have dual AA Blast. They have Chronos for your AA Blast, and Io, that save is going to take too long. It's a couple seconds on that one.
Yeah, this,
Dark Willow.
All right, Dark Willow. Big fan of this hero.
It doesn't synergize so well with the rest of this lineup, but it's good in its own right. Again, throwing it terrorized on the enemy heroes is very good. It's great against the Sven. You know, he's Warcried, he's running your enemy team. Suddenly he's running towards his fountain. You can blow people up when they're by themselves with that bedlam.
Yeah, if you scout the relocate, actually, and just pre-terrorize that spot, it's pretty funny. Whoa. All right, Sammy Boy Medusa? Are we going to see Ocean Sven? I think that's what it is, right? They've done this before. They've ran Ocean on the 4-position Sven. They picked up Sammy Boy Medusa, and then Puck could be played by Gunner in the mid lane.
Yeah, I'm
moving it around.
I'm confused though. I can't predict anything that 4 Zoomers is trying to do here. You know, at the third pick of theirs, I'm thinking, okay, it's definitely going to be saved from all of this. Then they don't pick that. And this next pick, surely a little bit is saved, and they're just going for the Medusa. I mean, you're very big. It's hard for you to get blown up. In the first series yesterday of Quincy Crew versus Beast Coast, Beast Coast ran Medusa on Hector. He had a miserable game. One of the worst Medusa performances I have seen in a while. I'm sorry, Hector, but it was not good. He was getting killed in lane. There's a couple times he died without his mana shield on.
That's always, it feels bad.
Like at full mana, they got destroyed there. I think the hero is runnable, but I think it's runnable with like a Vengeful Spirit and a couple other things. I'm not sure this is the lineup. It pairs.
So they. No, go ahead. Go ahead and finish that thought.
It pairs okay with Io, but I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, trying to figure out what Zoomers have going on.
So normally when they pick the Medusa, does Sammy Boy? I feel like I've seen Sammy Boy go mid more often than not on this hero.
Yeah.
They do ban the Queen of Pain, which makes me think that they're for sure running a Medusa mid, because Puck versus Queen of Pain is like one of the that's like the standard counter to the Queen of Pain has always been the Puck. So I think we're gonna be seeing Gunner going maybe safe lane again, aggressive off lane with Sven Io, and then Medusa in the mid. I think that might be what Gunner or what the Zoomers are looking for. They ban out the Vengeful Spirit. Okay.
Yes. So
now I'm just confused because I don't see Monkeys Forever here. I don't see a Monkey Forever's hero here. They have ran the Venge 3 a few times actually on Monkeys Forever, so I could have seen that potentially.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. They might have to run Monkeys Forever on the Puck here, and then something else to support.
I mean, Centaur doesn't even feel good. Okay, explain to me please what's going on here.
I wish I could, my friend. 4 Zoomers, you know, I feel like I've been, you know, pretty on.
We've been bamboozled, man.
A lot of what I've been predicting this tournament. But 4 Zoomers, I cannot see what they're going for here.
I will be honest. Last pick Tusk was not on my radar there.
Yeah, I mean, you want to sit back and farm with Sven Medusa. Tusk is just going to run at people. It's got the opposite of what you want. I mean, it is technically a save. You can run into people when they get dueled by the Legion Commander or when they're chronoed. You can pick them up into your snowball. There is that. They have that going for this hero that they've taken. But they waited so late into the draft before grabbing this last support. And again, Vengeful Spirit was in the pool when you took the Puck. It was there when you took the Medusa. That was much more telegraphed for Quincy Crew than anything else that you just taken.
Yeah, this Tusk will be interesting because, like you said, it does offer the dual save, which I do really like. It also offers some save against Dark Willow, like Curse Crown and stuff like that, so you can dodge out some spells. You can kind of avoid damage during AA Blast. To go Monkey King, that is one of Quinn's favorite heroes to play. I'm just really curious who's playing what on the Zoomers, because I think it's a core Tusk. I really do. I'm starting to feel like it's core Tusk.
You know, if it's core Tusk, it's core Tusk. You see Sammy Boy and the Medusa so far. Ocean on the Sven.
Yeah, I figured, man. It's gotta be Ocean Sven. I don't know what else you do.
Right. You're the bigger fan of 4 Zoomers between the two of us.
There's the Monkey's Puck. I knew it. I was like, I think they're gonna run Tusk mid. Or not Tusk mid, but Tusk on Gunner, because I've seen this before where they just like rush a medallion on this like core Tusk and he just runs around walrus punching supports. And if you're Willow or Ancient Apparition in this game, you do get one-shotted as soon as Tusk gets level 6. So it is actually kind of frustrating to be playing either of those heroes into the Tusk. But is it enough, man? Like, this draft is so weird. You are at a loss for words, man. I can see.
You are the bigger fan of these people. You know all of them. You've said you've been following 4 Zoomers forever. You're like a mod in a lot of these people's streams.
True.
You know, you have a glimpse into their mind, so to speak.
Yeah.
What do you think here? Do they know what they're doing, or are they winging it?
No, I think they do have a strategy. I think the idea was to bait out the Ancient Apparition for sure, and it is, like I said, it is food for Tusk. There's nothing you can do on AA to ever deal with this hero. It also is a great counter to the AA. We're likely to see Sammy Boy Medusa mid, Tusk in a side lane. I do think Zoomers have some potential here, but I don't know. This is such a weird draft. I mean, out of ease of execution, to me it looks like a Quincy crew have like the better draft, right? But am I saying Zoomers have? Absolutely. I think their draft has some potential for sure. Wow. You don't agree?
I'm trying to look up that Eternal Envy quote. It's something like, when the enemies are better than you at Dota, create chaos so you're not playing Dota anymore. No one will have any idea what is going on. I think that's what Zoomers might be trying to go for.
That's
here.
The strategy. I mean, I am excited for Core Tusk. I really am. I think this hero is really fun to watch. When he does get the Walrus Punch stun duration at 10, is that enough? Is that good enough this game?
I don't think so. Again, I'm not sold on what 4 Zoomers have going on. I'm ready to be proven wrong. Make no mistake, I love being wrong, and I love seeing teams in this top spot lose. I'm not sure this is the draft for it, though.
Yeah, this is a big question mark, right? There's a big question mark in this game. Husky trying to scout him out. Does have a tether target, so he should be fine. But they're gonna go ahead and wrap around Gunner and Husky. A root not gonna connect as it is dodged. They will see 4 heroes there on the Dire side. A nice boundless strike to stop them for the time being. Overwhelming odds from Lelis. I mean, they can kind of go back in. They've used a lot of spells on the side of Quincy crew here. Ocean still has the Storm Hammer and Gunner. Will kind of run him back. Bramble though, do have to be wary of that. Tusk falling low. Tag team doesn't do a whole lot, and Lelis grabs himself a first blood with a 3-man overwhelming odds.
It does hurt quite a bit. Extra 30 damage per hero. 3 times 30 plus 40, that's what, 130 damage. Nuke in level 1, not bad. Also give you the movement speed, so gold going the way of Lelis. He's gonna have an easier time in lane, and this is the lane you need to succeed, as you were saying. Their main play here is getting ahead on Gunner, getting that quick level 6, maybe that medallion, and blowing up the supports in the backline with a Walrus Punch and maybe another auto attack. So if Gunner can't get ahead here against Lelis, the entire draft falls apart for Zoomers.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm glad that you explained this one to me, because I would have had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea, right? Gunner, I've seen him play this hero a handful of times actually, and he's done some good work with it. I just don't think I've seen it in a competitive game, unfortunately. So this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Tag team comes out and trying to do some damage out on over to Lelis, but Bramble is there.
kill.
Monkeys snipes the courier as he's just in the middle of nowhere right now. The one lane I'm unsure of is how this Medusa Monkey King mid lane goes. Like I think the slow from Mystic Snake at higher levels, it does slow, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I think the slow might be enough to give him space against the Monkey King.
It's hard. He's also able to completely dodge the damage. He missed it there.
Yeah, it is hard to dodge for sure. It's not an easy thing.
Oh, that was mean. It's not that
Gunner
hard
bottom
to
lane
dodge.
falling low. The last auto attack from Lelis, they get themselves a second kill onto Gunner. And what were you saying about this lane? About it?
This is the one lane that couldn't happen.
This is the one lane that has to go well, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But on the whole Quinn thing, dodging the Mystic Snake, it's actually fairly easy to dodge that one. You have the 0.2 second invulnerability. It's easier than a man to dodge, and Quinn's someone who can do that with ease.
Yeah.
So, it was harder right there just because it was in the trees. You couldn't see the exact positioning, but when it's in the lane, this Mystic Snake becomes semi-useless. You picked this Monkey King fairly late, like you know what you're playing it into.
Yeah.
So you're fine with this matchup because you don't have to take the damage from the Mystic Snake.
Monkey King in this matchup before this patch would have been terrible. They gave him 2 armor, didn't they?
They gave him 2 armor, yeah.
Ooh, Sven top lane goes down. You are getting some good bashes. The cold feet proc there as well. Monkeys forever. Slowed up by the time dilation. SVG trying to get the courier. He might die for this. That was an interesting go for that courier. Monkeys forever can just dodge out that cold feet, and he does. Nicely done.
Bottom lane, Husky was taking a bit of damage, but he's going to be fine. But as you were saying with the Monkey King, yes, they buffed that part of him up, but they nerfed some of his early laning phase. I think his early Jingu Mastery, it gives him less bonus damage now. They improved the Jingu Mastery damage on the talent, but they also nerfed what Echo Saber can do for him. His Monkey King army in the Wukong command no longer slow people with the Echo Saber. It's just his hero that does it. So they took off so much from this hero, and while they did give him extra armor, it just isn't worth it for his ability to be an aggressive hero.
Oof. They tried to go for the jungle creep there, but doesn't end up finding it. Now Gunner and Husky gonna have to back on out a little bit. MSS, I would say he was holding a point for a while. Shadow Realm is his get out of jail free card for tag team basically, which is really nice. Monkeys forever gonna have to jump behind the tower, dodge the first tower shot, pop that wand. I think he TPs to his tier 1 once he stacks this wave up is the idea. He just wants to kind of reset the creep equilibrium. Sven not quite up here yet as he rotated bottom for the rune, or to mid rather for the rune. Quinn finding a regen though.
Not that that's going to be a nice pickup for him. What's he got flying out to himself? Just, is that an Orb of Venom? Okay. That is confidence right there. He thinks that he is going to run down Sammy Boy on the Medusa.
Did he actually go orb? Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a bold move. I like to see it. I'm glad we can see things like that as casters as it comes out. It's like, okay, suddenly you have an Orb of Venom to worry about. You don't buy this after the start of the laning phase. You're fine just CSing. If you buy this, you know that you're going to be chasing this hero down and killing him. So kind of disrespectful to Sammy Boy, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, this bottom lane is going so good for Lilith. He's top CS, 25 and 12. Gunner is not having the best time. He does have 20 CS, but he does have 2 deaths so far in this game.
Yeah.
Sammy Boy actually might have come a little bit too far. Quinn gets him underneath the tower. He does have Boundless Strike, will have to pop that mana shield. And Quinn's going to be sitting very happy. Stormhammer damage is dodged there. The Mystic Snake will connect. Oh, it doesn't. Wow, Sammy Boy's got to be very careful. Bramble off the mark, but a lot of damage coming out from that Shadow Realm attack.
Sammy Boy's fine.
Bottom lane, Lelis is alone, and the tag team damage he has to deal with is pretty substantial. A huge overwhelming odds and many procs on Moments of Courage. He will survive. Gunner will get salved up here. I think if you're Deuce, he has to base now, right? He has no boots quite yet, so he's going to be back for a while.
He's got boots now, so send them out to himself, get himself to base a little bit quicker. But again, Quinn having the time of his life here. That Orb of Venom ended up paying off. The fact that he zoned Sammy Boy from the lane for so long means it's worth it. What, 300 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, no longer.
I mean, look at the CS on both teams right now. Everyone on Quincy Crew is in the 30s, right? They are so far ahead in CS on this game.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Monkeys Forever is taking a lot of damage top lane. Yawar trying to go in, gets a first hit bash. He does manage to dodge the time dilation there with that phase shift, which would have probably been sent to mid lane. Quinn underneath the tower does get the proc there. They're going to go for the Stone Gaze and try and stun him up, keeping him in place. He's just dodging it out. He doesn't actually get the proc. Nicely done by Quinn, just juking it out. Two rotations in the mid. I guess Ocean was already here under the cover of Invis, but the TP in from Husky is big. Top lane Chrono comes out, they get the puck.
Well, he's too far forward. That time, time dilation was still in cooling, but he just walked forward.
Oh my gosh, Quinn just took so much damage from a Mystic Snake. Ocean forced the use of the Mischief with Stormhammer. MSS still has mana for Shadow Realm, so he should be... So he should be fine, but just takes a 200 damage nuke, and when he comes out of this, he should go down. A couple auto attacks from Sammy. No, he's going to Fairy Fire, get into the tower. He's fine, but Quinn on the backside gets found by a Stormhammer. He goes down to Husky. Baited by MSS, maybe? I don't know why he stayed that long. It looked like he was fine, but that high ground ward, they saw him the whole time.
Yeah. Thinks he's safe with MSS there, but nice ward placement there, and they realize it's there now, so it's going to get dewarded, unfortunately. But you're pretty happy about that on Sammy Boy, finally starting to make your way back into this. Quinn was definitely giving you the business a moment ago. But, okay, they finally pass Quinn here on Gunner while he's dead. You did have the top 3 heroes in the net worth on Quincy crew, but you wanted Gunner to do better than this on this poor Tusk. You're level 6 on the Legion Commander right now. You have Quinn down here. He's looking to set up a kill, but they get scouted out. Yeah, they should be able to just back out on here. I believe Stormhammer should make it easy. Shards to block off Lelis is really nice as well. There's going to be the Warcry. And a spoiled rotation. So just more space made for this mid lane Sammy Boy Medusa, who really does need it right now. Yeah. SVG, he needs to sit mid for a little while as well. His Ice Blast is going to be very big for the side of Quincy.
Bottom lane, Duel comes out to snowball save from Gunner once again. There's going to be a nice Walrus Punch onto Quinn, but the Cursed Crown is going to proc, and they get the first kill. Gunner now needs to retreat. They do have the Ice Shards on the mark. He's looking for the Quinn. Do they have the damage? The coil comes out. Nice rotation for Monkeys Forever, and they trade 1 for 1. Quinn, a fantastic kill.
Yeah, Quinn going down there is very big for them, as you said. And he's playing a little bit slower than I think he'd otherwise like to. Top lane, I thought we'd see a little bit of aggression come out. Doesn't have Chronos here for another 19 seconds, though. But as I...
Farms.
You are?
He's about to have Mask of Madness. He is huge.
Yeah, he's been essentially free farming up here. 65 CS, almost perfect. Look at him just run Ocean down into the tower.
He's got Chrono in 2. I don't think he wants to commit it, but he definitely can. Yeah, I was like, the idea is you just get yourself a free kill. Ocean being denied a lot of experience as well, because he's only level 3. Would have loved to sit in the tower there. That's an AA blast mid. He should be able to be fine here.
Yeah.
They're gonna chase after Quinn. They managed to hold him down. The tag team Walrus Punch. They have the damage to finish him off. They do. The duel comes out from Legion, but it's not in time. Relocate out from Husky. It doesn't. Does it save him? It doesn't go off. He walks into a bramble. No way. Monkeys Forever is here with Coil, but you're gonna lose 2. Lelis with a double kill.
Doesn't get any dual damage though, and they did take down Quinn on the Monkey King. So Quinn feeling much slower this game than he has been in a little while, and his net worth starting to fall off. He's now only at 3K. 3 heroes, all 3 cores on the side of 4 Zoomers ahead of him. He's probably not too good about that one.
Yeah, Lelis, if he would have gotten a couple of dual victories here, it would have been really rough. Like this would have been a very difficult game to deal with. But bottom lane, Lelis is in some trouble. They're going to go ahead and snowball after him. If they have the Walrus Punch inside, they will be able to send him into the sky, and then now to his grave. Monkeys Forever behind the tower. Should be able to dodge this. Oh, no, Boundless Strike. It does miss. Okay. Very, very lucky play there for Monkeys Forever.
And you're just coming...
Quinn just TP's back. He's like, all right, I have to go to a different lane. I can't be near this Tusk. He's so difficult. They're going to chase down SVG here in the trees. They pop the tag team, and look at the damage, dude. IO Tusk, baby. That bonus attack speed is no joke. Mid lane Quinn trying to defend his tower, but a Stormhammer going to make that pretty much impossible. Last hit goes to Sammy. All right, a little bit of life being shown from the Zoomers.
Yeah, I mean, you'll take top tower with you while all that happens, but, you know, you're falling behind on Quinn. A couple of these plays you've tried to make have fallen short, and Zoomer's just getting these small outplays on the Quincy crew. Things not going quite their way. Everything else in these games, you think it like, okay, Quincy crew is planned for this. Like, this hero can die here. They can take this team fight and make space for the enemy hero, but I really don't think this game is going according to their plan. It's not in their calculation.
Yep. They
weren't expecting this Tusk to be in the core role.
No.
I don't think they were expecting to get run down their AA behind the tier 2 tower. You know, they're staying in this with an interesting style of play.
Yeah, I mean, Medusa just cleared up a triple ancient stack right now, so she's now second on net worth, managing to just come ahead of Lelis.
Ooh.
Gunnar and Husky are going to walk right into the Dark Willis. They sniff out this gank. He does have to be careful, can't afford to get dueled here, but they cannot connect. Smoke gank will not be successful. Question is, can they save their mid-tier 1 tower? There's a Faceless Void here. Ocean just going to try and run away. He pops that Mask of Madness. In comes Quinn as well. Boundless Strike on the mark. Couple bashes here. Should be an easy kill for him. And does go the way of you are.
Saw your death the moment you were born.
He's having an excellent game. 2-0.
Relocate out bottom? What's going on here? I mean, you have a Chrono on Yuar. Can they actually take this fight? I think they're just gonna...
They have an Ice Blast too. This IO is already dead. He doesn't know it.
Dude, he goes to the creep. Dude, Husky is so good. I was like, does he have a tether target? And I just didn't even see the creep wave there. He makes it. Mid lane, they're looking for Quinn as well. Ocean comes in. Just gonna Stormhammer up the creep wave. I mean, look at Monkeys Forever. He's been cutting bottom wave constantly, and Sammy Boy has just been farming top, stacking the jungle as well.
Oh, Yuar messed that one up. I think he tried to time walk forward from over here, but he might have misclicked it and walked up there instead. Got to target where you can go, unfortunately. Now the enemies get away. Probably not happy about these last couple of plays. They've wasted a bunch of time, these 3 heroes.
I don't know what that thing Ocean just drew on the map is, but they smoked up, so I'm assuming that means let's go look behind the tower. See who's there.
The satellite movement.
Ah, yes.
Advanced technique in NA.
I mean, they see Quinn mid, they pop the coil, there's going to be an immediate Veil of Discord, they cancel out that ultimate. Wukong's command not going to be there, but he goes down immediately. You do trade for the Tusk, the duel onto the Puck as well. They're going to actually get 3 here, I believe. Can Puck survive? Doesn't look like it. Orb's going to go out, but you lose 3 for the Monkey King. A little bit too aggressive dive there from the Zoomers. And they didn't even have to commit Chrono for this. It was just Ancient Apparitions, Ice Blast, and a duel.
Yeah, it's felt a little bit off to me because at the start, Yuar was very liberal with these Chronos, just dropping them everywhere. But, you know, as it's gone on, he's been like, okay, I don't want to drop into the Wisp. I don't want to drop it in this last fight. I think he's feeling like his team's a little bit further behind. He needs to have the threat of it on the enemy to stop him from engaging onto them now.
He's definitely looking for Gunnar in the bottom lane. He has a DD rune, a Chrono.
He definitely just throws this out and gets the kill right now. Like,
I mean, if he time walks in, I was like, you gotta be careful of Snowball, but AA Blast is there. A couple bashes. MSS support taxes him. You know, he's gonna take that one. 283 gold going the way of the Willow.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's a little questionable play for sure, but you are, you know, Chrono being used for good reasons here, bringing down Gunnar's Tusk, which, as you said, or as Matt talked about, is a big momentum hero this game. And he is very low on net worth.
Yep. Like he's still able to go in the back line.
Quinn, Storehammer is on. They have a coil. If they need to use it, they will. Holding down Monkey King, coil snaps. Lelis tries to get in range for that press the attack, but it's not going to be enough, and they trade. I mean, they just trade cores once again. Duel? Okay, that's a dead spin. Lelis finally on the board with dual damage. 15 minutes.
Yep. It is a support Sven, though, so him going down isn't that
I was gonna say, I keep seeing Sven go down. I'm like, oh man, what is Sammy doing? But then I'm like, oh yeah. Sammy's farming 8 camps.
You know, he's catching back up, though. You farm so fast on Medusa. All right, you surpass him? Yep.
Yeah, it's like catching back up. You mean passing the Faceless Void.
Yeah.
This has been his plan all along.
Once you get the Master Madness. Alright, talk to me. Lelis, he's got this Blink Dagger now. Before, he hasn't managed to get any duels, but he's had to just kind of walk up to them. And it's kind of weird, because he had such a good start to this game in the offline. Like, he was beaten tough, no doubt. And then he kind of played on the back foot, but it didn't allow Quinn to get far ahead either. He's just kind of not made much progress towards items or duel damage, and only just finished this Blink Dagger.
Yep. Yeah, the Blink should obviously give him a lot more duel potential. He's going to be looking for IO more than anything. Top lane MSS, just going to go ahead and pop that Midnight Shadow around. What? I don't know why I said Midnight something. That doesn't matter. Mid lane to the Catch Monkeys. They do. That's another duel victory. Like I said, this Blink duel is going to give him a lot more damage here in this mid game. He is still only level 11, so unfortunately not getting that 20 damage per duel yet, but I mean, that rotation from Zoomers costs them Monkey's Power in the mid lane more duel damage as well.
Ocean sitting behind this tier 1. He's got to be very careful with his positioning. Oh, they scout out Sammy coming in though.
Yeah.
But Chrono's still
it is hard to go on Sammy. He does have Stone Gaze available. Chrono at 10. We'll just go ahead and pop the Stone Gaze. He doesn't want to wait. Relocate. They will bring Gunner. Question is, can they find anyone? Lelis will blink away, but oh boy, they found Quinn. They'll knock him into the air with that Walrus Punch. A nice Storm Hammer, but immediately the Chrono A blast that catches 2. There's going to be the Wukong's command to bring down Husky. They get the duel as well. 3 dead on the side of Zoomers. Oh no. It's all falling apart.
Torn apart there. 1,200, almost 1,300 gold exchange there. 2,000 XP. They couldn't quite bring down Quinn that time. You know, him being off with some of his timings, him getting picked off a couple times now, maybe you think like, okay, Quinn's definitely just like lost his momentum in this game. Kills on him should be a lot easier, but you know, at 0-5, they still finally managed to set that one up. It was sitting behind him on Lelis, allowing him to get out of these stuns and heal up with that press the attack. They tried that last time over here with the Dream Coil, but it didn't quite work, so I'm glad they finally managed to pull that one off.
Agreed. Samuel gets himself an Imp Claw. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that one, but I mean, yes, Samuel, it's similar to last game, right, where Samuel feels really farmed, but then Quincy crew just have this insane team fight, and over again, if you're bleeding kills in these fights, I don't think the Medusa is enough this game.
Yeah, I mean, before you didn't have to worry as much if the Chronos on cooldown, but now you have the Blink Dagger on the Legion Commander and the AA Blast coming out globally. That is some heavy lockdown and damage.
Yeah, and Lelis is level 12 now, so each duel just that much more impactful. A Clumsy Net. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. Gunner's going to take that, it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, that mana regen is so valued, too. Just 2 mana regen is insane on that item.
You can throw that out while you're in your snowball, right?
Exactly. Yep. You can.
Yeah. That's the good shit right there.
You look at Ocean, man. He's just hiding behind the tower. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna see if I see Quinn bouncing around here. He does get seen on the tower, so he knows that Quinn's jumping around in the trees. A blast coming out top lane, stuns Medusa up the boulder in place. Just for that, they're just gonna pop the Mask of Madness overcharge. Try and bring down this tier 2 tower, and this is an important timing because it is 20 minutes, which means the outpost does get to, does have the potential to be secure. That's exactly what they're going to do. Just quick cap that outpost and try and swing some experience back in favor of the Zoomers. We've seen teams do this over and over again.
The Ice Blast, the Medusa is the least important hero to land it on. Everybody else have got way more HP regen. Medusa, you're probably not going to bring down until all the other heroes are dead for now.
Yeah, smoke up from Quincy crew. 20 minutes. They know the bounty rooms are here. They're playing around him for sure. The duel, if he sees Husky, it comes in. They actually go for Gunner right away. The AA Blast will secure this one for sure. Backside, in comes Ocean. Oh, I mean, he should shatter. Gunner staying alive for the moment. No, he pops the snowball. He's going to be all right. The Chrono on the backside does catch Puck, and the same way Medusa. They do bring down the Ancient Apparition, but there's going to be your Terrorize. You've lost the Medusa now, and Husky just so low by himself now. Oh, tether on over, but he goes right on top of Lelis. Boundless Strike to secure this. Can Gunner get away is the question. Husky thrown into the air, down onto a Bramble. 3-for-1 favoring Quincy crew. Was it a Glimmer Cape? Did he get glimmered by someone?
You lose.
Did who get glimmered by someone?
No, they have no glimmer. I thought the Gunner, I was like, how did he actually survive that initially?
They committed a lot onto the AA in that fight, and you know, the biggest thing was the fact that he just you meant the end of that, the A blast.
Yeah, after the A blast and then the cold feet project.
No, he just tanked up the damage. He used his barrier on the Defiance.
Defiance barrier. Okay, that would
25.
Well, they managed to get Aegis. A coil comes out, Monkey Striper goes in and then just gets dueled. He tried to steal it, but it did not pan out for him. Ocean now in some serious troubles. They're going to chase him as well. Stormhammer on the mark, but Lelis snipes him with that overwhelming odds, and now Lelis suddenly up to 50 bonus duel damage. Yuar goes in to Samuel, and he's like, bro, this is my spot, and you just get stunned up and killed. Aegis reclaimed. Okay.
No AA blast available, no duel available. He's
Gunner's gotta be very careful. He's gonna get bashed up here one after another. They're gonna have to pop the stone gates to just prevent this fight from happening. Terrorize is on the mark. There's gonna be the relocate coming out. Can he make it in time? Sammy Boy will be safe. Gunner gonna try and give him a relocate spot. I don't know if you actually want to take this engagement on Quincy Crew. You don't have the chrono still. Not coming back. They will just disengage.
With no chrono and Quinn isn't able to get there in time, they're happy to back off. You know, they forced that stone gaze out. It's time to leave now.
The same way is going for the Eye of Scotty next, which is a fantastic item against both pretty much every hero, all the cores, right? Legion, mainly the Monkey King, but also Faceless Void. All three of those heroes getting that healing reduction is pretty big.
Yeah, it. I believe it doesn't actually stop the healing you get from Time Walk, because it's like you're going back in time with your health. It works the same way as Time Lapse does, but the Mask of Madness being able to slow that down. Of course, if he manages to get his Paladin sword, and given the RNG of Faceless Void players, he probably will.
Ooh, Blink duel on the backside. They found Sven with the help of Willow. Should be an easy kill. MSS now on a wicked 6 spree. AA Blast doesn't clip the Medusa. The question is, can they continue to chase this? Curse Crown, maybe he can dodge with the Manta, and he certainly will. Gunner, however, finds SVG. The quick Walrus punch kill onto the support. Classic. No duel available for 30 seconds, so he's just going to try and run this out, but with the mobility... What? Gunner?
Style.
That was the sickest charge I think I've ever seen. He's still definitely going to go down here. Well, the rest of the boys are coming in. He tries to relocate them, but the snowball is not going to be there. There's going to be a mech up. He survives.
I see support players practice things like that, tons of areas around the map, just like countless hours on Tusk to get those shards when it matters. But this is the first time I've seen a core player do it. Monkeys Forever, he's down.
Oh man, he still had waiting here. There's gonna be a chrono that's gonna catch the Medusa. Can they bring him down? The A-Blast will catch 2. Ocean gonna get in that by as well. And Medusa bashed up though. You are BKB, just way too much damage. Snowball away, Sven with the stun. Husky can try and tether it up and get away, but they break the tree from Monkey King. I don't know if they have the chase here.
That was
Down the strike does catch the Sven. 5 heroes from Quincy Crew just pushing the ninja, like they're just chasing him down, man, one after another.
All the heroes dying. That was a very nice attempt there again by Gunner, throwing those ice shards into that chronosphere. Almost kept Faceless Void off of him. For about a second he bought with that ice shard. So this guy, clearly plays his position 1 Tusk.
Yeah, I told you, man. I've seen it. I've definitely seen him play this hero a handful of times. The problem you have is you're just like all in on this Medusa, and if they chrono the Medusa and she dies, what happens to the Zoomers lineup, right? Like I feel like they've got nothing left.
Pseudo damage, Sven. But yeah, the Tusk, he's been forced to go this Pipe of Insight, which has kept him alive in a few fights, and you really do need it against like the Dark Willow and the AA, but at a certain point, you're not going to be able to blow up the backline anymore. Like, Dark Willow's going to be able to survive with this Yules, with this Shadow Realm. You can kill AA, but they go on him and kill him after he gets these Ice Blasts off at the start of the fight. At that point, it doesn't really matter. It's like picking out a Warlock after he gets his Fatal Bonds and Golem.
Yeah, Monkey Striper might be walking right into a duel. Lelis blinks on forward. He doesn't actually save him a counter Yules. All right, Lelis did not get that duel. I think maybe a ping thing there, not entirely sure, but Monkey's Forever just going to make sure to get all the way back to base. He does not want to risk getting caught once again. But he has Waning Rift to get away as well. Lelis, he's looking for him. 90 duel damage, wants to make it 110.
That big 100 is an important milestone to Legion Commander players after all. take the top shrine. We're getting close to that 27-minute mark, so tier 3 new items will come up then.
Yep. Bottom tier 2 taken by UR, opening up bottom outpost as well. Sven's just casually on their high ground. You know? He's got a catapult there as well. He's gonna pop the God Strength, just do what damage he can, a couple auto attacks, and dip on out.
I mean, that's the bait. You commit a God Strength, you think the enemies are gonna sit around there for a little while, and then he leaves immediately. So they're probably wondering, okay, what the hell just happened? What is Ocean doing? He's got Gunner behind.
Bottom lane, he goes in. The silence from Monkeys Forever. Oh my gosh, this guy, he is stalking Monkeys on this puck.
You're just not getting him though. Monkeys that's why they call them Monkeys Fast Finger Forever, right?
Yeah, I've heard that multiple times. That's his exact nickname. Ocean here, not going to be as lucky. A Stormhammer comes out, but there's the duel from Lilith. He's like, fine, I can't get Monkeys. I'll settle for the 4th position, Sven. That works for me. Bottom lane you are. Tries it with that time dilation, but I think it was dodged. Monkeys Forever just going to try and disengage. Yep, gets another Yules to give himself some space. Has the illusion orb. Dude, they are, I mean, they're applying a lot of pressure on this bottom lane for this puck, but still hasn't given up a kill, which is very important.
I mean, that's just classic Monkeys Forever. This guy makes tons of space. Like, the only time you get him is when you come in all 5 heroes, and you normally have to, like, throw some live bait out to him, like feed him a kill of a support to get him in a position bad enough for him to die. Yeah. That's what I've seen on him.
Yeah, to like dangle on a support in front of him, and he's like, all right, I'll take this. I'll take this kill. That's fine.
Any Monkeys Forevers in the water today?
Yep. Saberboy getting very close to this Eye of Scotty. I feel like you have to buy it out on Medusa. Saving for buyback, I don't know if it's worth it. Top laner looking for him. The Yules, he can mantle off his Cursed Crown, put a nice boundless strike on the mark. AA blast to follow. He's in a lot of trouble. Doesn't get the terrorize either, but there's your relocate, baby. Everything thrown in. The Stone Gaze still not popped on the backside. The BKB from UR is laying into the IO. He doesn't have the damage play, and finally, there's your Stone Gaze. Gonna do what he can, but he's caught by the cold feet. The side of Quincy crew just trying to disengage. We've already lost the IO, but can you actually find a return kill here? A silence up from Monkeys Forever. UR goes back on in. Ocean falling low. MSS sitting on a sliver of health, but finally goes down. Sandwich. No mana in the tank, and Lelis will find that one. Quinn just dancing around the fights. Monkeys Forever will be able to jaunt off that snowball, but they lose 4 once again on the side of Zoomers. Potentially more, as Monkeys Forever is just going to try and buy as much time as he can. He does have those illusionary orbs. He has a blink dagger in 1. Waiting rip to the low ground, blinks on out, does get caught by that ghost. Ooh, time dilation. He has a Yules though.
But Quinn's probably just upset at the rest of his team, going, guys, there's a base to take. It's defense of the ancients, not attack of the Monkeys Forever. Come on, get back here.
Guys! Oh my god, he's gonna get the blink the other way. Monkeys Forever, he's buying space. Oh my god. This man.
You lose.
Alright, someone started. I hope someone put a time, like a stopwatch on that. 3 heroes chasing after him this whole dang time.
Buys him enough space. I think they don't take the tier 2 tower. Please take at least the tier 2 tower. I mean, they give an advantage and XP from that fight, but that's all they get.
They get Roche advantage. Roche is up. A very quick Roche on this game. You're going to check it right now as well as it respawns. And, I mean, that feels really good. They've got Lincoln Spear coming out on Void Spirit here relatively soon. I'm assuming just because of Stormhammer and Walrus Punch. I don't know what else it's for.
Yeah, alright. They get the shrines at 30 minutes. I was just watching that one, so they lose no XP for Zoomers. They get nothing.
We'll go 2 and 2 on the bounty runes eventually. It's bottom lane. MSS is taking those. I mean, right now, this Faceless Void is so terrifying. This BKB, Mask of Madness, MKB, like I said, on his way to a Lincoln Spear. Monkeys Forever, having not died in so long, has really climbed up a little bit in network. He's still very far behind some, for instance, Lelis on the Legion Commander, who level 18 with a halberd blink completed.
Top lane, and
you know, this guy, he's out. Quick fingers.
Monkeys Fast Fingers Forever. He's just staying here though, you know? He's got his town portal scroll, but he's looking to cut waves, make a real nuisance of himself.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand why. The idea is just slow down this top wave. Oh.
At what point does Yawar get angry and try to throw out a Chronosphere on him?
Well, I don't know. I think he's just okay with going Roshan, honestly. And bottom lane, they take the outpost back for Zoomers, but with Monkeys Forever top, the Radiant lineup, I don't think they quite know that this is happening. They do have a scan available, but the damage from Lelis and Yawar, it's enough. They're going to be able to get this Roshan, the cheese as well. I'm assuming they'll just put on Quinn. He's working towards an Aghanim Scepter himself after this BKB Deso. Wow! Yeah, he's got it.
Ace and cheese now complete. Quinn looks like he's going, for Aghanim Scepter of his own. Having the Stone Soldiers, just dropped around the team fight. It'll be all right. Quinn's impact has definitely felt limited. Like I said, playing
the A blast caught Monkeys. This might be the opportunity they get to kill him. He will go ahead and pop. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my
the mind
God.
games from this guy. You can't do it. Bottom lane, they've caught SVG, Ocean, and the boys just duking out, but Lelis comes in with the duel, and that's going to be a nice 30 duel damage for him.
You're winning the war, but you're getting styled on super hard. You're going to be too embarrassed to show up to the interview after the game.
So, Saberboy hits his level 20, 2 additional seconds on the Stone Gaze. He's got a Rapier queued up here.
Yeah.
And I do understand why. Mid lane, a 3-man chrono. There's going to be the A blast as well. Goodbye, Husky. Immediate buyback to tell a nice terrorize as well. Medusa out of mana and out of life. She goes down. You have a buyback available, but Ocean's fed. I mean, he bought back into this. That's an immediate dieback. Oh my gosh. Quincy crew find a massive win in mid lane.
Do they, though? Because look who's back here cutting the wave again.
Five, 6 heroes go down in the mid. Monkeys forever. Just having a blast, doing his own thing. Oh, he misses the high ground. He has to go back for it. He actually has to go back for it.
Yeah, it's fine. He's gonna live. But eventually you will hit a net worth wall against these heroes on Quincy crew. Until then, Monkeys Forever will be able to do his thing, but he's gonna need his Lincoln Sphere or something. At one point, they're gonna have they're gonna blink Hex him or blink Abyssal him, and then Refresher Abyssal.
Yeah. There's the Aghanim Scepter. Coming out for Quinn. Monkeys Forever tries to snipe it with a blink real quick, but
they're gonna think that there's a ward here
right in the
because
MSS. I mean, he's got it's like phase shift into
they got him. He messed it up.
He did not time it. The cold feet procced exactly when he came out of the phase shift. He finally goes down. I think that's the first time Monkeys has died in probably almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's been threading the needle of dancing with death quite a bit, but when you live dangerously, you will eventually die.
Yeah, he can blame that one on the boomer fingers for sure. It caught up to him.
Mid lane, there's his boy. Gets rolled on by the snowball.
It's just nice harassment there from Gunner, making sure to make that he can't time walk off that Walrus Punch damage.
Mid lane, because Puck's dead, they're finally able to touch this tower. Oh, Sven dies top lane to Quinn in MSS. Not that it's really going to matter a whole lot. Him just trying to cut out creep waves. But them stopping them from being able to push mid. Medusa does do a lot of damage. It's very scary. Still working on the Divine Rapier. It's 1,200 gold away right now.
Yeah, it is a big deal if she does manage to get it, but I don't know. I feel like it is kind of an all-in, and if your Medusa dies, this game is just immediately over. Ooh, look at Husky, dude. Nice relocate play for the bounty runes. Is he gonna get the other? Yeah, he's gonna get it. He's definitely gonna get it. Boom. Perfectly timed. Well done by Husky.
Nice job there by him. I'm thinking that this Divine might not even turn the game around. All right, starting to focus in the courier, be close to it. We need it as soon as possible. But they have the Heaven's Halberd on Legion Commander. They've got Chrono. They've got so much control.
Top lane, Puck caught in the duel. Lelis finally got him. Wow. 30 more damage, baby.
How did that happen? No, I feel like maybe you slipped up once, They're in your head now on Monkeys Forever. You wouldn't have let that get him a couple minutes ago. Ocean
got straight bottom lane, trying to clear this wave as fast as possible. Quincy Cruz got better targets though. Jawar, oh, he was gonna go for the chrono, but no way to actually get both Husky and Sammy Boy. They didn't know that relocate was on cooldown actually, which is kind of important. Ooh, Ocean gonna go for the TP out. MSS with those boots of travel reveal, throws him into the air, and now the Bedlam damage. MSS finds himself a very easy kill.
Yeah, I would be so angry with 4 Zoomers if I was on the side of Quincy Crew like right now. Like, we easily have the power to end the game, and they're just playing like shoving the lanes. They're playing like dirt Dota.
Yeah, they get the Aegis reclaimed there. Sammy Boy has the rapier, but locked the Sacred Relic though.
Yeah, that's the play. And you don't want the enemies taking you by surprise. You want to be actually able to use this in the fight. So if they see that the Divine Rapier's on you, they're all in on you, you die, you lose the rapier, your team is miserable, and Dota is not fun. But you hold this lock, you know, once you know you're able to take a decent fight, you unlock it, you start throwing away at the enemies. Or, of course, they commit the Chronosphere. You buy back, and then you unlock the rapier and go in.
Yeah. I mean, you want a spell prism. That is so nice. I mean, it's good on almost every hero on Quincy Crew.
Yeah, it's a good Dota 2 item.
Yeah, I think it's without a doubt one of my favorite jungle items. It is so strong. They even got a Minotaur horn for your Legion commander. He's probably gonna. I was like, he'll probably take that over the Spooter legs.
Yeah. Both pretty good, but Minotaur Horn, that second magic meteor will allow them. I was going to say it would have allowed him to break out of his Puck's dream coil, but he's got the eggs now. They're actually playing forward at the moment. They're living dangerously. All right, they're smoked up.
They want items. Trying to use it. Yeah, I mean they gotta find a kill here. Honestly, Zoomers are starting to. They're bleeding too much now at this point. You know, 24,000 behind. They know Aegis has been reclaimed. Like, finding a big pick off here could net them a lot bit of smoke up from Quincy Crew in the mid lane. Ward Sentry on the cliff there does expire. They do see Sammy Boy Medusa. They're gonna go ahead and head towards that triangle. This is a bad place to be. The Quinn goes right on in. Snowball stuns him. They throw him into the air. The damage pops the BKB. There's the Terrorizer, catches the Medusa. Stone Gaze is there. Can they bring down Monkey King? The coil, that's an axe. If it pops, it does a lot with the chrono. The backside, it does catch the Medusa. Can they keep him alive? It's a huge fight. He's already combined the Divine Rapier as well. Sammy Boy living on a sliver of health, but there's the duel. They get the kill. Gunner on the tusk goes down to GG. Is called. Quincy Crew end the game 2-0. Oh my gosh. That was the last-ditch effort from Zoomers, man. They took the fight outside the base, and it didn't work out.
It was close, though. They had so many things go right for them in that last fight, and there was I'm not sure if it was a chance or a 2,000 IQ drop of that Bramble Maze on the Dark Willow, but as they tried to relocate the Medusa out of that Chronosphere at the end, when he tethered in, he landed on the position